Okay, this is a part two from yesterday's video about how I had a story time and about how I made a couple decisions that affected the outcome of when I threw an illegal tattoo convention. I want to go over a funnel, a marketing funnel of where at the top it's wide open and basically everybody is your potential customer, and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller towards the bottom as you make decisions with your business and who actually ends up in the funnel and becoming your customer. I've made this graphic specific to tattooers and tattoo shops, but you can apply this to any business and just interchange different decisions that that type of business would be making to get people into your business. At the top, it says every decision you make is a funnel to your next customer. Basically everybody that exists is your potential customer. At the top of this funnel for tattooing and for tattooers and tattoo shops, I put all gender identities, ages 18 to 65. The first thing, your tattoo style. Your style is going to affect who connects with your art. People not into your style keep scrolling. So people that aren't into the style that you like, you've already lost them, which is not good or bad. I'm just saying that's just how marketing works. Social media and content, how you curate your feed, your tone, your vibe, messaging, what you post or don't post. People who don't vibe with your content won't reach out. Again, you need to be who you are, and you can't be everything to everyone. So it's not good or bad. I want you to think about the decisions you make and how they affect your business. Location of the shop, the neighborhood, accessibility, parking, public transport. Location can be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of wannabe high-end shops that are in areas that are basically homeless encampments. I wouldn't personally want to go there. Outside of the shop, the signage, the visibility, is it clean? Is it kept up? The curb appeal, your first impression. Your first impression is what matters when, first impressions happen before they walk in. So you want to make sure the outside of the shop is friendly and inviting. Inside the shop, aesthetic, decor, vibe, clean, organized, professional, feels like your brand. So when they go into the shop, after they've seen you on social media, do they feel like it's an extension of what they saw? People can feel when a shop doesn't align with them. Most important, I see this a lot especially with tattoo shops. Music and atmosphere. The music you play, the volume and energy, overall vibe you create. Atmosphere can make or break the experience. Just because you like the music, you're there to please your customers, period. You're a business. If you like heavy metal, that's great. If all your customers like heavy metal, perfect, play heavy metal. But me personally, I don't want to get tattooed by somebody that fucking has heavy metal at volume 400 because I don't like heavy metal. So just something to think about. Again, if all your clientele is into what you're into, perfect. Keep doing it. Inclusivity. I see this a lot with the older tattooers, especially in my age group. I'm kicking 50, and they like to be kind of stagnant in their beliefs, unfortunately. So inclusivity. All gender identities welcome. LGBTQIA plus affirming. Anti-racism safe space. People notice if you're not inclusive, they'll go somewhere else. They'll go someplace that they feel safe. This is why all the younger tattooers that have inclusive shops are busier than the old heads that refuse to change. That's going to ruffle some feathers. Comforts and care. Blankets, pillows, snacks, waters, drinks. Make sure your bathroom's clean. Aftercare support. Small details create a better experience and loyal clients. All of that is very important. You're there to please your customer. Make sure they're comfortable. Communication and experience. I see this a lot with a lot of people and a lot of businesses, but definitely with tattooers because you're an artist and you didn't ever really think about running a business. Communication experience, how you respond, setting expectations, making them feel heard. Great communications builds trust. Bad communication loses clients. Pricing and booking. Pricing transparency, booking process, deposit policies. Confusing or unclear policies will push people away. Reliability and consistency, showing up on time, which a lot of people have issues with, especially your customer base, unfortunately. Showing up on time, following through, consistent quality. People stay and refer others when you're reliable. So basically, this is just a generalized funnel breakdown for tattooers and tattoo shops of how it starts really wide at the top, and every decision you make narrows it down. And if you make some of the wrong decisions, you get narrowed down to where you're super dead and you have no clientele and you end up getting a job at Starbucks instead. On the bottom left, it says you can't be everything to everyone, but you can be the right choice for the right people. And that's super, super true. The moral of the story is just think about everything that you do on a day-to-day basis that can affect your business. And is it worth your ego and your pride getting into the way of you building a successful business?